my parents were very much, for example, focused on ideas of personal economic prosperity. And it was more of me as opposed to the wider society. And I feel like that sort of over generations of extraction in our current extractive economies, we've kind of now become the new generation where we go, we think that there's something wrong with that. We think that something needs to be done, or we need to shift the dial from moving from a purely extractive economy to one that in a sense regenerates, or in a sense provides equity or support for the people that need it the most. And and climate change is just one of those really key issues we need to tackle. I thought another thing was also how connected our generation is right now. And I feel that that really allows the amplification of voices, and consequently the greater mobilization of people. Like, for example, and I know this has been talked about so much, but let's start with Greta. And now, from just her holding her own individual sign, and then now creating this whole wave of support, and this whole wave of mobilization of youth from all over the world. And obviously, I think with the internet and with social media, we also at the same time see bigger rifts and differences. For example, one of the things we're constantly battling with is the global north versus the global south perspectives, and we need to work harder to provide equity, to provide that the voices of global south continue to be upheld, because they are already facing the brunt of the climate crisis. Their voices are really, really important, which is why it flows in from climate action to also climate justice, which is basically when we look at climate change as affecting everyone very differently. My experience in New Zealand will be very different to someone who was probably in Nigeria and facing the brunt of some heat waves already. And so it's elevating their voices and ensuring we create space so that their voices are heard. And I think that's a core principle. We're really connected. We need to connect even more voices.